yesterday? Okay, so what we did yesterday is we discussed several things. Wait a minute. So we studied how to make factors. Okay, we started with chapter 4. We studied how to make factors, okay, for the trinomials, which are in the form of x square plus bx plus c, okay. Then the last topic that we did is this one, factors using AC form. So if your expression is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, how you will make factors of this? How you can write it as product of two terms, okay? This is what we have to do, like with the factors. So what was the process I explained you yesterday is find the value of A and C and multiply them. Okay. On multiplication, what number you are getting? So you have to choose two numbers M and N such that when you multiply them, you get the same product as A dots A multiply C. And when you add them, you will get B, which is the coefficient of X. Okay, so we did this example. A, we compared to get the value of A, B, and C. We multiplied A and C to get 12. Okay, and once we get 12, we try to make the factors of 12 in such a way that when we add those two factors, we get 7. Let's take another example because I know it's not that much clear yesterday. So let's do this. Okay, so when you have a question, you compare your question with ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. So what this means? This means the coefficient of x square is a, this is b, and this is your c. I'm doing question number 90. Okay. So if you multiply a with c, it gives you 3 multiply 2, that is 6. So now you're looking for two numbers which when you multiply give you 6 and when you add them you get 5. So similar to what we did yesterday, 6 you can write it as 3 times 2 or 6 times 1. Okay. What we need? We need here plus 5. So to check, 3 plus 2 is how much? 5. 6 plus 1 is 7. We don't need 7. What we need? 5, which is B. This is equal to B. So we use these factors for this term. So after that, what we will do? We will write 3x square plus 5x plus 2. So in place of 5, we will write as two terms. 3x plus 2x. In place of 5, we are going to write 3 plus 2 and then this x multiplied there. So this gives you 3x square plus 3x plus 2x plus 2. Now you make the factors by grouping. You group these two terms, you group these two terms. So you see the greatest common factor here. You can take this 3 outside and even one x. So if you take this 3x outside as a common factor, what you left in the first term? You left here x plus here nothing. Nothing means 1. Similarly, in the second term, you can take 2 as a common factor. So what you left here? X plus 1. Now if you look at it, this x plus 1 is common in both the terms. So this gives you, like you can take x plus 1 as a common factor. So what you left here? 3x and then plus 2. So this is how you make factors of this term. Okay, let's do one more question to make it more clear. Say, let's do question number 20. This is your A, this is B, this is C. Question 20. A is 2, B is 3, C is -5. You have to find A multiply C. That is 2 multiply -5. That is -10. Okay. So your numbers M plus N should be 3 and M multiply N should be -10. So you are looking for two numbers which on multiplication gives you -10. So how you get -10? You have either -5 times 2 or 5 times -2. Correct? Other options are 10 times -1 or -10 times 1. Now you have to select out of which one is working for you. For that you check by adding them. -10 plus 1 is equal to -9. 10 minus 1 equal 9. 5 minus 2 equal 3. -5 plus 2 equal -3. Now you have to select like which one you are going to use. So that you will select from here, from the value of B. What is value of B? 3, which is here. So you will choose these two factors. Okay. So now you will rewrite your question as so you rewrite your question as 2 omega square plus 3w minus 5. Okay. In place of 3w plus 3w, you will be writing 5w minus 2w. Or you see here 2, here you see 2. So better you change the position. You are using this. So minus 2w plus 5w. So this gives you 2w square minus 2w plus 5w minus 5. Why I have changed this? Because next thing I have to do is grouping. So if I write here 5 and here 2, it's difficult to get the terms by grouping. Okay, so now you take the common factor. In the first term, you can get 2w. This gives you w minus 1. And here you take 5 as a common factor, giving you w minus 1. So this gives you w minus 1 and 2w plus. This is your answer. Okay, I'm getting this. Okay, so this is how you work by using AC method. Now moving forward, what you have is this topic. Let's see, this topic is 4.3, factor spatial products. This is 4.3, right here. Factors of spatial product. Okay, so for this, you need to remember some rules. Like you will see the questions in the form a square plus 2ab plus b square. So this is nothing but a plus b whole square. If you have the minus in between, it means a minus b square. then you need to remember this rule. You remember this rule we already did when we studied the rationalization. In addition to that, you have to study this rule as well. Okay, so I'll write down the first two rules. It says that a minus b power 2 is a power 2 minus 2ab plus b square. A plus b power 2 is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So these are the 5 rules that you need to remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Note that this rule you will use when the power is 3. Cubic powers, okay? Here the power should be 3. But for other rules, you can use it for power 2. Just 1 minute, I have to add one student. He is at the meeting. Okay. So now, let's see how you get the questions based on it. So here you see everything in power to see. There is a thing that you need to notice in these rules. In this rule, you have only 2 terms. When it is power 2 and only 2 terms, you will use this rule. When it is power 2 and you have 3 terms, in these two you have 3 terms. It means any one of this rule will work. If all are plus, this rule is going to work. One is minus, this rule is going to work. So let's see in this question. Now you have 3 terms. So it means the only rules that will work here will be either a plus b power 2, that gives you a square plus 2ab plus b square, or a minus b power 2, that gives you a square minus 2ab plus b square. So either rule number 1 or rule number A. Let me see. Rule number 1 or rule number 2. So what do you think in first question, which rule is going to work? Rule number 1 or rule number 2? Tell me. Anyone?
Number 1.
Rule number 1. Correct?
In the question number 1?
Yes, in question number 1.
Rule number 1.
Rule number 1. Question number 2. See, in all these 7 questions, either you will use rule number 1 or rule number 2. So I want to know in all these questions which rule you are going to use. Okay, rule number 2. Sorry,
Number
question
1.
number 2.
Number 1.
Rule one.
Okay. Question number 3.
Also one.
Also
Also
1.
1.
And question number 4.
Rule two.
Also 1.
Rule number 2. Rule number 2. How you are deciding it's rule number 1 or rule number 2?
Because
From
of
the
the
last
minus.
number.
Okay, good. So I'm getting the correct answer. Good. So in first rule, in plus, you have all plus. So here all plus, all are positive. All signs are positive. So it means rule number 1. Even here all positive. So rule number 1. Okay, good. Whereas if you look at rule number 2, you have minus. One of them is minus. So here minus, rule number 2. Here minus, rule number 2. Here also minus, so rule number 2. Good. Now, how we can make this term? So you see here, this is a power 2. Means first term, it's power 2. And last term also power. So for instance, let me say 16 y power 2. So how I can write it as power 2 of which number? Any guesses? Y power 2. Okay, 16. Can I write 16 as 4 power 2?
Yes.
Yes. And y is y power 2, correct? So, in exponents, have you studied like, can I write it as 4y power 2?
Yes, correct.
Because what happened in exponents, you have studied that whenever it is a b power n, it become a power n, b power n. Same thing I have used here, okay? So, in place of 16, you can write 4y and its power 2. Okay, looking for 9. 9 is which number power 2? Yes? 9 I can write which number power 2?
3.
3.
3. Good, correct. So, now take the question. Your question number 1 is 16 y power 2 plus 24 y plus 9. Now, in place of 16y power 2, what you can write? 4y and its power 2. In place of 9, what you can write? 3 power 2. Okay, so it means this is your A, this is your B in this rule. Okay, now to check if this is the correct, means now you wanted to check if you can write this as 4y plus 3 whole power 2 or not by using this rule, like making this as A plus B power 2. What you need here, you need the term 2ab. So check. If you multiply, you have 2. If this is A and this is B, what you will get? If you want to write 2ab, A is 4y, B is 3. So how much you get here? 2 multiply 4, 8. 8 multiply 3, 24. So this is giving you 24y, which is this term. So yes, this is your 2ab term. So you can write it as 4y plus 3 whole power 2. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, let's move to the next question. Let's do this question number 3. Or let's do question number 5. Not 3, let's do 5.
Miss, when you start to review for the exam?
Just one more question and then. What happened? You want review first? Is it okay if I teach you until 4:30? Okay, let's
Some
do
of
the
them
review.
have class because of that. Some of
Okay,
them
no
go to
problem.
another class.
No problem, no problem. Let's review then. I'll continue this later on. But I hope you got the idea of this term. Okay. So let me now start review because I thought of doing these questions as well, but no worries. Let's review. So reviewing with chapter number 3. So if I open chapter 3, polynomials. I hope you can see my screen. Yes?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you can see the book now, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, quickly revising what we discussed the term there. What is a term? So, term is nothing but a constant or variable or one variable, two variable or anything like 7y, 5x square, 9a, b power 5. This is term. I explained you about the coefficient. I explained you about the like terms. Now, I'll focus more on the degree. So when we discussed about the degree, first I discussed about the degree of term. So degree is nothing but it means the power. Okay. So for instance, if you have say A, so here the degree will be, yes, what's the degree?
1.
Yes, correct. So the power of A is 1. So in this case, your degree is 1. If I say A cube, what will be the degree?
3.
3.
3, correct. Does it change if I write here 5a cube? Does the degree change?
No.
No.
No. Okay, if I write here minus 7a, the degree changes?
No.
No. Good. Good. So similarly, this is like you have only one variable. Okay. Another thing possible is you have two variables, say ab square. So what will be the degree?
3.
3. Correct. So what you will do here? You add the degree, add the powers of both the terms. So your degree will become 1 plus 2. That gives you 3. Okay. What else? Like you have two variables. Suppose I have three variables, x, y squared, z cube. So what will be the degree?
6.
6.
6. Correct. Those who are not answering, I believe it is clear to you. So you are adding the powers that gives you 6. Okay. So here more variables. 2 or more variables. Now suppose if you have say 5. What is the degree?
0.
0. If it is 3 over 2, what's the degree? Yes?
1.
0. 3, 1, and
3 over 2 or say 1.5. What is the degree?
1.
0. No, it should be 0. Why? Because it's a constant. Remember, if it is a constant or a number only, the degree is 0. This is important. Okay? So when it is a constant or number only, the degree is 0. Okay, if you have one variable, then degree is power of that variable, highest power. If it is two variables, then you add the powers. Okay, so again, quickly, if I give you 5, sorry. Seven x cube minus 1.3. 2ab 5. 17a. Can you tell me degree of each term? Yes,
Yes.
tell me. Degree
Yes.
of 7x power 3
3.
3.
minus 1.3.
0.
0.
0.
ab power 5.
6.
6. Correct. Because degree power of a is 1. 1 plus 5. That gives you 6. Okay. 17a.
1.
It's 1. Good. So I don't want any one of you to do a mistake in this. Okay. So this is about degree of a term. Now, when we talk about polynomial, what we have in a polynomial, we have more than one term. Maybe one term, two term, or three term. Let's talk about its degree. Say, if you have question like, say, polynomial 3x square plus 2xy cube minus 5y 5. Okay, I want to know the degree. So what shall I do for this? Any idea? Anyone remember it?
2 plus 3 plus 5. Correct?
No, the first one is 2. The second one is 4. The last one is 5.
Okay. So, yes, we have three terms, right? How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3. So, what kind of polynomial it is?
Trinomial.
What's the type? Correct. Trinomial.
Trinomial.
Trinomial. Because of three terms. Because three terms. So when we talk about the degree of a polynomial, what we have to do? We have to find degree of each term. So what is degree of this term? 3x power 2?
2.
2. What is degree of 2x power 2xy power 3?
4.
4.
4 because x power 1. So 1 plus 3 that gives you 4. Okay, what is the degree of 5y power 5?
5.
5. Okay, so you have the numbers now 2, 4 and 5. So degree will be maximum
5.
of 2, 4, 5. Yes, correct. It is 5. The maximum number, the largest number. Clear? Let me
Yes.
take another question. Say if you have 7 a cube b square minus 8 b power 6 plus 10 ab minus 5b square. So I want to know the degree. Tell me the degree of first term.
5.
5, which is 3 plus 2, that is 5. Degree of second term,
6.
6.
degree of third term,
2.
2.
1 plus 1, that is 2. Okay, good. What is degree of fourth term?
2.
2.
2. So the degree of polynomial will be the maximum of 5, 6, 2, and 2. So maximum, yes, it is 6. So maximum of 5, 6, 2, 2, which is 6. Okay, the maximum number, same like here, the maximum number. Okay, can you tell me what is the type of this polynomial? That's what I call it.
We call it polynomial.
Yes, correct. We call it polynomial on. This is also a polynomial. Okay, but the specific name is trinomial because of 3 terms. And as here we have 4 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have special name for this. So we simply call them as polynomial. Okay, now another question. Let's say if I have 6xy minus y squared. Okay, what's the degree?
2.
And what's the type? Yes, degree is?
Binomial.
Okay, yeah, it is binomial. Binomial, bi for 2 because it is having 2 terms. Okay, and for degree of this term 1 plus 1, which is 2. Degree of this term is 2. So the maximum number is
2.
2 only. So the degree is 2. Good. Next thing we studied, suppose you have only 5x power 8. What's the degree?
8.
8.
8.
8. And what you call it?
Monomial.
Minor.
Monomial.
Monomial. Good. Okay. So this is the very first thing that we studied about the polynomials. After that, what we studied is how to add and subtract them. Okay. So for that, before moving to add or subtract, I explained you about like terms. So we say that two terms are like if they involve same variable with the same power. For instance, if I say 3x and minus 2x, these are like terms. I say x square y cube or y cube x square with say 7. These are like terms because if you look at x here, it's same. Here x power 2, x power 2, y power 3, y power 3. Variables and even the power is same. And the terms which are not like, say if I say x, 3x, 2y, different variables, so not like. Or if I say 3x and 3x power 2, same variable but the powers are different, so not like. This x and this y, not like. X and x power 2, not like. Okay? So now, if suppose they ask you to add, remember this word, add. Add means plus. Okay? So if they ask you, means they are not going to write like this, they will say add 2x square plus 3x minus 2 and 5x minus 7x square plus 10. Okay, so you should remember that add means plus. So what you will do, in place of add, just write plus. Okay, so write it like you have question 2x square. Okay, wait. So when you are adding it, what you are doing? You are adding the like terms. So if you look here, you have a term with x power 2. You have here also a term with x power 2. So in your answer, you should have a term with x power 2. So what you will do is, you will work with the number. Here it is 2 plus the number is minus 7. So you will write 2 and plus because of it minus 7. How much is 2 plus minus 7?
-5.
Minus 5 because you will be doing subtraction. Similarly, look for next term. X. You have 3x and you have 5x. Okay. So it means here you will have a term with x. Okay. So what is the number here with x? Number here in the first term with x is 3 with plus. And here 5. No sign means plus. So you will write here 3 plus 5. How much is 3 plus 5?
8.
8.
So this gives you 8. This gave you minus 5. Okay. And then the last term plus. You have constants. So what is the number you are having here? You are having minus 2 and plus 10. So write it in the same way. Minus 2 plus 10. Or if you want it, you can write plus or plus 10 because this is plus here. So how much it is?
8. 8.
8. So your final answer will be minus 5x squared plus 8x plus 8. Okay, clear?
Clear.
This is what we did for addition. So please be careful when you write the write the answer. Okay. Now, other thing you will get is subtract. Or sometimes they'll say find like they give you the polynomial 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus 10 minus 7x squared minus 5x cubed plus 2 like this. Okay. So you have to do exactly the same thing that we did here. Check the like terms. Like term is x power 3, x power 3. So when you write your answer, you will have a term with x power 3. Take down the coefficient. Okay. So the coefficient of x power 3 here is 3 and here it's minus 5. Note this sign also. So when you write, you will be writing like 3 minus 5. Okay. So what this give you? 3 minus 5. This gives you 3
8.
plus 5. That is 8. Correct. Moving to second like term. So you have x power 2, x power 2. So this is going to give you x power 2. By default, write here plus every time, like I write here. Whatever is the sign, you will get by the calculation. Okay. So when you look at here, the number is minus 2. And then you have this minus sign. Here the number is 7. So minus 2 minus 7, how much?
-8. 9.
Minus 9. Good. Now what is left? Only the numbers. Plus 10 minus plus 2. Okay, so you will write it as plus 10 minus plus 2. So this is nothing but 10 minus 2. How much is 10 minus 2?
8.
8. So your final answer will be here 8x power 3 minus, because plus minus gives you minus, 9x power 2 plus 8. Clear? See, what I'm doing is I'm explaining one question based on each topic. So if you still feel that this is not clear, tell me. I'll give you another question. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I believe it's clear now, huh? Okay. So in subtraction, they can ask you the question in this way as well. Subtract, say, x square plus 2x plus 5 from 3x square minus 7x, or say 3x square plus 2x minus 5. Okay, so for this, remember, whenever it is like subtract A from B, you always write B minus A. So this is your A, this is B. So you read it from right to left. So what you will be doing is, first thing, rewrite the question. 3x square plus 2x minus 5 and minus with x square plus 2x plus 5. Okay? And then work in the same way as we did for the previous question. We have x power 2. So we will write x power 2. X power 2 and the numbers with it. Here it is 3 minus there nothing means 1 plus. We write the terms with x and the numbers. Okay, with x. What you get with x? This is the term with x. So what you get? 2 minus 2. 2 minus, or shall I write it as plus 2? And here you get minus 5 minus plus 5. Okay, 3 minus 1?
2.
It is 2x power 2. What will happen here?
0 يعني بتكون 1.
2 minus 2 is?
0.
It becomes 0. And 0 multiply x. 0 multiply x is how much?
1.
1.
Okay, 0
Minus 1.
multiply 3.
0
0 multiply 3, how much?
0
0.
0.
0 0.
0 multiply minus 7 is how much?
0 0.
0. So now tell me, 0 multiply x is what?
0 0.
0. So remember that in chapter 1 you studied 0 multiply any number gives you 0. Okay? Okay, now you are doubt. Yeah, like, okay, what is 0 plus 5?
5.
5. 0 multiply 1?
0.
0.
Okay. And 0 multiply minus 7?
0.
0. Okay, good. You scared me like when you write here 1. Okay,
Because we are
so
facing.
this is no problem. You have to remember the thing. So this is 0. And how much you will get here? Minus 5, minus
Mi-
5,
minus 10.
minus 10. Good. So this gives you 2x squared plus 0x minus 10. So you can write it as 2x squared minus 10. Okay. So this is how you subtract two polynomials. Then what else you studied is multiplication. Multiplication of two polynomials. So when you studied polynomials or multiply means cross, or sometimes they use dot. So we studied different cases like monomial with binomial. Like if you have say 6 x squared minus 3y. So what you do? You are using distributive property. Distributive property. That you studied in chapter 1. Okay. So this gives you 6x power 2 minus 6 multiply 3y. 6 multiply 3 is
8.
80.
18y. Okay, so this is how you work. Second time, like you may have 2x here, and here you may have x cube minus ax, or say plus ax. Again, you are going to use distributive property. Same property. Okay. So this gives you 2x times x power 3 plus 2x times ax. So here what you have to do is you see this x term and this x term. Combine them to
Plus.
make one term. Yes, x power,
4.
what you
4.
can write? 4. Good. So this will be 1 plus 3. The rules of exponent, x power 4. Similarly, you see x here and x here. When you combine them, what you will get?
X power 2.
X power 2.
X power 2. Good, correct. 1 plus 1, that is x power 2. So, your final answer will be 2 x power 4 plus 2. Don't forget this a x power. Okay, clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay. After that, this is about monomial. Now, okay, if I say 5a minus 2b times ab. If I write here ab, how we will do?
Multiply it.
Again, multiply. So it doesn't matter your multiplication term is monomial is on the left side or right times. You right side, you use the same way. Here, again, you use the distributive property. Okay, so tell me quickly what it will be. 5a times ab minus 2b times ab. Tell me the final answer.
5a power 2b
Okay,
minus 2 power
2.
2b
Yeah, this
power
question
2
is for this question is for everyone. 2b power 2
and a.
and a. Same like we did earlier. So here what you are doing, you have a and a. Here you see b and b. How many times b? B is 2 times, a is 2 times. You combine them to make 1 plus 1, that is a power 2. Here you combine these two, 1 plus 1, that is b power 2. This gives you a power 2, b power 2. Okay, so please don't forget these things. These are the small things. Okay. Other thing happen is like you have a monomial, say 2x plus 3y, sorry, binomial, and we ask you to multiply with a binomial. So, as I explained earlier in the class, take first term, multiply with both. Means use the distributive property. So this is going to give you 2x multiply x squared minus 2x multiply y squared. Okay. Next, the sign is plus, so write plus. Take the second term. Multiply with both. Okay. So check. Here plus, here plus. So you write here plus. 3y multiply x squared. Now it's plus and minus gives you minus. Or if you are writing plus, means if you can do it direct, it is good. But if you are suppose writing plus, so you can write minus y squared like this. And then you don't stop here. You need to simplify further. So you have x and x power 2. So this gives you what? 2
2x power 3.
power 3. Correct. Can I do something for the second term?
No.
No, it will be same. Third term. Again, no. For fourth term, you have y and y power 2. Also, you have minus and plus. So it gives you minus 3. What will be the power of y?
3.
3. Okay. Based on the same thing how we did before. This will be x power 1 plus 2. That is x power 3. And this is y power 1 plus 2, y power 3. Okay. So don't forget such things. These are the basic thing. And I think these are the things that they are going to ask you. They'll ask you the number of terms, the degree, the type of the polynomial, and one question we call multiplication. They may give you some simple question also like x plus y, and I say x plus y plus 10. So how you will multiply? Same idea. X multiply with all three. Okay. And similarly, this y multiplied with all three. I think you can do this one. So it will be x times x, x times y, x times 10 plus y times x, y times y, and y into 10. So when you simplify, this gives you x power 2. This is xy. Next is 10x, xy, y power 2, and 10y. Here, the thing is that you see xy and xy same. So you have to add that. So you can write it as x squared. Okay, what I will get if I add these two terms?
Miss,
Anyone?
we can cancel that.
No, you cannot because both are plus. Plus means you add them.
No, you can't cancel it.
If it is minus, then only you can cancel. As it is plus, you cannot. So you have to add. So this is 1, this is 1. So it becomes 2.
2x?
xy. 2xy.
Yes.
Because if you have xy, plus xy. It's same as you are having 1 time xy, 1 time xy. So this gives you 2 times xy. Okay, it's same like if you have x plus x, you write 2x. Similar to this. Okay, and other things same, 10x, y square, and 10y. Okay, so this is all about chapter 3 that you have to study. Did I miss something from chapter 3?
Square product,
Sorry?
special products. 3.2.2.
Let's see, what is it? Multiplication 3.2.2. So I think you can multiply these two also, correct? So we multiply 3 with 4 gives you minus 12 and x power 2, x power 3. So 2 plus 3, 5. We studied this polynomial, means monomial and with a trinomial. 2 binomial. Okay, then FOIL. Okay, this is the same thing. Spatial products. Okay, this thing that I was talking about. Okay. Product of conjugate. See, this thing you already use in rationalization. Okay, this spatial products. See, you remember I was explaining this thing in the class today about these two rules. These are the spatial products that we were talking about, but you are doing it other way around. But see, if you have the question like where the spatial products are used, like if they give you x plus 5 power 2. So it's same as x plus 5 times x plus 5. So suppose if you don't remember the formula of spatial product, you can do it in the same way as we did before. The previous questions. X multiplied with both terms and then this 5 multiplied with both terms. Okay? And you'll get the same answer. X times x plus x times 5. 5 times x, 5 times 5. So x square 5x, it's always better to write the number first, and 25, giving you x square plus 10x plus 25. So if it comes like this, you can do in this way. If you don't remember the formula of, say, a plus b whole square. Okay. Another thing that we did in rationalization, this products. What do you say? The conjugate pattern. Remember, we did conjugate in rationalization. So what it says that if you have a minus b and a plus b, same numbers a and b. If it is a, it should be a. If it is b, it should be b. The only difference should be in the sign. Then you can write it as first term power 2 minus second term power 2. Remember, we were doing this when we were multiplying. Root 3 plus root 2, root 3 minus root. Can you tell me what it will be?
Root 3 power 2. Root 2.
Others, you are here or no? Or you are lost? Or you slept? Huh? Pay attention. See, this thing we studied in chapter 2. Cancelling this. So see what we have. We have root 3 here And root 3, same. Root 2, same. So that's why we write here root 3 and root 2, power 2. So this gives you 3 minus 2, that is 1. So this is all about chapter 3. Let me focus on this now because I saw like some of you couldn't answer. So remember you studied rationalization. Rationalize the denominator. So we started with the very basic one. I'm talking about chapter 2. Radicals. Under radicals, I'll start from not here. Rationalization, this thing. Remember? When it is a one term, we find the conjugate, we multiply. One term, we just multiply with the root. But if we have two terms, we find the conjugate and then multiply and divide. You remember this?
Yes, yes.
Very few students are responding. I'm not sure. Okay, let me take some questions from the exercise. Let's do this. Let's see. So when it is one term, question number 10. I'm taking it from your book. Okay. So when you have 10 over root 6, only one root, one radical. So rationalize means remove the radical. Remove radical. Okay, so it means you have to remove the radical from the denominator. So to remove this, it means you don't need root 6 in the denominator. So it may be possible that you have it in the numerator. Okay, so for that, what we are doing, like for first question, if it is 10 over root 6, what you have to do is root 6, since it's only root 6, multiply numerator and denominator by root 6. And if you remember, there is a property. It says that if you multiply root a with root a, you get a. How you are getting that? Because root means power half. Power half. Law of exponents. Half plus half. That gives you a power 1, which is a. So this is how you get this rule. Okay, this is the working. You should know how to work on it because you studied this also. So anyways, if you move forward here, you get, when you multiply the numerator, you multiply these two terms together, these two terms together. This gives you 10 root 6 and here root 6 times root 6, 2 times. So 10 root 6 and this gives you root 6 power 2. Power 2 and root cancel. This gives you 10 root 6 over 6. Now here, don't stop here. Remember in chapter 1, I was always asking you to reduce it to the lowest form. So maintain that thing even here. Reduce it to the lowest form. So make the factors for 10, which is 2 and 5. Make the factors for 6, which is 2 and 3. So see, you are actually revising chapter 1 as well. So you can cancel this 2 with 2. So you left with 5 root 6 over 3. Okay? Clear?
Clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Clear.
Oh, good. Thank you for confirming. Now, moving to part B, it may look difficult. So first thing is that when root is with both the term, it means it's root 4 over root 27. Okay? What is root 4?
2.
2.
2. Good. So root 4 is 2 divided by root of 27. Now you want to remove this root 27. So what you will do? Which number you will multiply up and down? Hmm? Like
27.
here I did, good. So
Root
here I did
27.
root 6. Yes. So it should be root 27 and root 27. And then multiply. 2 with 27, 27, 27. So this gives you 2 root 27 and here root 27, root 27. So giving you 2 root 27 and root 27 power 2. Cancelling the root with power 2, you get 2 root 27 over 27. And you can stop here. Because you know that 2 and 27, you cannot cancel anything. If it is 3, yes, you can cancel. 3 or multiple of 3. Okay? Now, this is with one denominator. One term in the denominator. Now, if you have two terms, in this case, we talk about conjugate. Do you remember the conjugate? Please tell me what is the conjugate of 1 minus root 5?
Conjugate.
Yes,
It's 1 plus root 5.
good. 1 plus root 5. I'm solving question number 11a. So start with your question. 1 minus root 5. Then you multiply and divide the conjugate, which is 1 plus root 5, 1 minus root 5. Put bracket. It's important. So again, when you multiply, this goes with full term and this. Do not solve the upper term. It's okay. Keep like this. 8, 1 plus root 5. You don't need it. Important is to solve this. Sorry, I made mistake. It should be plus. These two terms should be same. Find conjugate, multiply, and divide. Okay. So this gives you 1 minus root 5, 1 plus root 5. Now see here, you will use that formula. A minus B, A plus B. Okay. So this will give you 8, 1 plus root 5. Yes. Which number power 2 minus which number power 2? Anyone? What is A?
1.
1. And B is root 5. Please practice
Miss,
this. Yes. Yes.
Miss, tomorrow we have exam English. We need to go out.
Okay, no problem. You have tomorrow exam English. Okay, go. No problem. I'll get your attendance. I have your attendance here. No worries. You can leave. How many of you have exam of English tomorrow?
Only.
Yes, all of us.
All of you. Oh, okay,
Yes.
fine. Okay, then you know this
No,
thing. So let me.
not all of us.
Okay, fine. But I just want to explain just this thing and then you can go. Okay. We did this question also. Can you tell me how you will work on this? Just this question and then we will stop. First thing I want to know what will be the conjugate, with which number you will multiply and divide.
It will be with plus.
With plus. Okay. So 5 root 2 plus 3 root 3. 5 root 2 plus 3 root 3. Okay. And then you work on in the same way. So those who want to leave, they can leave. I'm just about to finish. So if you want to leave, you can leave if you want to study for exam. Okay. All the best for your English exam.
Thank you, miss.
Okay. And then you just multiply here. So it will be like, keep this term same. If someone is there, I'll just complete this one and then I'll end the section. And in the denominator, you will have 5 root 2 power 2, 3 root 3 power 2. Numerator will be same. The denominator will be 5 power 2 multiply 2 minus 3 power 2 multiply 3. Just pay attention because this will go with both. This will go with both. Okay. So that's what I wanted to know. If you know this, 25 minus 2. Sorry, multiply 2. It will be something like this. Okay. So you can complete this thing. Anyone in the meeting still?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to continue with something or?
Miss,
Yeah.
can you please continue to in chapter 2? Because we don't have I don't have exam English tomorrow.
Okay.
Anything
No
in
problem.
chapter 2. But
No
can we
problem.
take a break 5 minutes to go pray and back?
Yeah, no issues. So what I will do, I will continue teaching. I don't mind in that, but it will be good. Like if you tell me like what things you need, because this is what I explained to you now. So if you can tell me after the break, it's fine. So if you want, take break for 5 minutes.
Okay, sure, miss. Thank you.
Okay.
Be right
So let's take a break for 5 minutes and then we'll continue. And like if anybody wants to leave, they can leave. No restriction from my side. If you see any other question that you want me to explain from the book, just let me know, okay? I'm just taking randomly some question. Mhm. No, lesson is not over. Some student asked me for break, so that's fine. I think now it's okay because she asked me for 5 minutes break. So let's begin now. Okay, I'm going to teach a quick revision what we have studied so far. So I was going backwards. What I explained lastly is to rationalize. Anyone here?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so I'll just quickly wind up the things. I'll just quickly give you like what you have studied. I'll pick one question. I hope this question is clear, right? Rationalization. So the process is exactly the same, but when you are working on simplification, you need to be careful. Just remember the rules of exponent. Like if you have a power n, a power m, this is a power m plus n. A power n divide m. So n minus m division. You have the negative power, you write it as this. Any number power 0 gives you 1. You have ab power n. This n goes with both the terms. Okay, same is for division. You can write it as a power n, b power n. And if you have a power a number and another number in power, you can write it as mn. Okay, so basically on this principles you have these values, like you have these questions. I'll just quickly pick some questions. So 9 power 2 means 9 multiply 9, you'll have 81. Okay, same thing here, 3 power 2, 3 power 3. So this gives you 3 power 5. This is 15 power minus 2. So what you can do is, since they ask you to do it in positive exponent, so you can write it as 1 over 15 power 2. Because it's minus, you need to bring it in the denominator. Now when it is divide, so it is 4 power 4. Divide means minus. The power of this is 1. So this is 4 power 3. This is how you have to simplify. Here, you will multiply them. So it is 2 power minus 4. Since we need in the positive, so it is 1 over 2 power 4. Can anyone answer this sixth one? Question number 6.
0.
5 minus 8 power 0. I just now explained. Any number power 0 is always 1. So what you will get here?
One.
Only 1. Because any number, it doesn't matter what you get here, subtraction, but as the power is 0, you get the value as 1. Okay? Remember that. And then 11 power 3 divide 11 power 4. So when you simplify, 11 power 3 minus 4, that is 11 power minus 1, you can write it as 1 over 11. Good, yes. So this will be 6 power 5 minus 7, that is 6 power minus 2. You can write it as 1 over 6 power 2. Same thing in all these questions. Let me take quickly, say this question, okay? So first you multiply. So this gives you 10 power 6 divide 10 power minus 20. So this gives you 10 power 6. Divide means minus 20. So 10 power 6 plus 20, that is 10 power 26. All depends upon how well you use the rule. Okay? Here, when you have this in multiplication and divide, remember the BODMAS rule for simplification? Do it in the same order. So first you will write 4 power 2 plus 3, that is 4 power 5. So this gives you 4 power 5, divide 4 power minus 4. So this gives you 4 power 5
4.
because of divide minus this. So 4 power 9.
9.
Yes, like this. Same thing here. Here, first you simplify the division. This is 3 power 3 minus 4 and whole power 5. So 3 power minus 1 and power 5. Now multiply. So 3 power minus 5, which you can simplify to 1 over 3 power 5. Okay, so do step by step. Moving to next question. Now this is for the radicals. So cube root. Cube root means 64 power 1 over 3. So now you have to check if you can write 64 as any number power 3. Hence, how you get 64? Can you get 64 by multiplying one same number for 3 times? What number is that?
I think 4.
Yes, it is 4. Because if you multiply 4 times, 3 times, you get 64. So in place of 64, you can write 4 power 3. Cancelling 3 with 3, you get your answer as 4. Same thing here. So main idea is if it is in the form of root, you should know how to write it. 81, 1 over 4. So you look for 81 as fourth power of any number. So always start with 2, 3, and then go to 4, and then 5, and so on.
3, 3.
It is 3. Good. Because 81 is 3 power. So it is 3 power 4. Cancelling 4 with this 1 by 4. You get the final answer as 3. Okay. Last, this one. Minus 125. Don't get panic if you see the minus sign. Do the same thing. Minus 125 power 1 over 3. So check. First check for the number 125. How you get? 5 power 3. Now the power is odd. So if it is minus, it means you should have minus here. Okay? Look, focus on the number first. So it is minus 5 power 3 and whole power 1 over 3. Cancelling 3 with 3 gives you minus 5. And when you work for C, minus 16 to the power 1 over 4. So minus 16, how you will get? 2 to the
2
power
power
4.
4.
Correct. But since you need here minus, so it means you should keep minus here. Because if I write minus 2 power 4, it gives me plus 16. Okay, so I have to keep the number minus here. This will not give you a real number. So you write it as minus 2 power 4, 1 over 4. This 4 and 4 cancel, but for minus, it will still remain there. Okay, so it will be minus 1 to the power 1 over 4 and 2. Will be same. Here the same thing. You have to write it as root of 81, which is 9. This is 5 power 3 power minus 1 over 3.
5.
So it gives you 5 power minus 1, which is 1 over 5. Okay, this is 2 power 5. So it's better if you remember like what is 2 power 5, 4 power 3, 3 power 3, like this. It will be useful for you. Like 64 is 4 power 3. So you can take cube root. 64 is also 8 power 2. So this gives you 8. This gives you 4. See? Same question, different powers gives you different answer. Okay, what else you studied here is something like this. Okay, if you have something with negative. So 32. 32 is 2 power 5. Okay, 8 is 2 power 3. C. Do you see any difference between question number B and C? Here minus is inside the bracket. Here minus is outside. So you can write 49 as 7 power 2. So when you work with this question, it is minus 7 power 2 and power half. You can cancel half and with 2, giving you answer minus 7 power 1, that is minus 7. This question also, you can write minus, and since there is no bracket, see here you have a bracket. So it means this power is for minus also, but here no bracket. So minus is outside. So it is same as writing like this. So this is minus 2 power 4, 1 over 4. Cancel, cancel gives you minus 2. Okay, you have all these questions in your book. I'm taking from your book. Now, when you have to simplify this kind of question, you need to remember this. When index is odd and you have n and n, same number. Index means the power. Okay, so when n and same and it's odd, you write only the number. When it's even, you write mod of that number. For example, here, what is the index here? 2.
2,
So 2 and 2 cancel,
8,
and 2 is even, so even. So you write mod x. Here, 3 and 3 cancel, but you write n. In this case, it is x power 6 power half. So it gives you x power 3 power 2 power half. So x power 3, correct? But
yes,
the power is, okay, wait. What is the index here? Nothing means 2. So you can write it as x power 6 half. So x power 3. Now since n, this 2 is even, you will write mod of x power 3. Here also even, so you will write mod of z power 2, like this. Now if you have 16, you can write 4 power 2 and q12. So this question you will get 4 power 2, q power 12 and power 1 equal. Or let me write it in this way. Fourth root of 16 q12. So when we keep it in exponent form, this will be 1 over 4, right? So this 1 over 4 goes with both the numbers, giving you 16 power 1 over 4, q power 12 over 4. 4 and 12 cancels to 3. 16, you can write it as 2 power 4. So you get 2 power 4, 1 over 4, q3. 4 cancel. So you get 2 q power 3. But here this index is even. So you write mod. Okay. Same thing here. When you have to write simply, what you do? Like this one. Or say this. Let's do C.
power 1 over 2,
I'm doing now C. For this, power 1 over 2, correct. For C,
power 1 over
it
3,
is correct. 24, x power 8, y power 4. Divide 81, x power 2y. And whole power 1 over 3. So before taking power 1 over 3, try to simplify. This is same like 2.1 you did in quiz. See, you have x together, work with them together, simplify y together. So when you work with x together, you can write it as x power 8 minus 2. When you work with y, it gives you y 4 minus 1. So this gives you x power 6, y power 3. Now, when it comes to work with numbers, 24. Which two numbers on multiply gives you 24? 8 and 3. 81. 9 and 9. And 9 further you can write 3 and 3. So you can write it as 8 times 3, 3, 3, 9. Cancelling this. So you can write it as 8 over 9 threes are 27, x power 6, y power 3, and whole power 1 over 3. And now you take this power to each of the term. So this gives you 8 power 1 over 3, 27 power 1 over 3, x power 6 over 3, y power 3 over 3. This cancels to 1. This cancels to 2. Now 8. You can write 2 power 3, 1 over 3. 27. 3 power 3, 1 over 3. Here x square, y. So this cancels again. Gives you 2 over 3 x square y. See, we are not doing anything different. It's just we are using the rule and doing the simplification. Okay. I think you can simply multiply this. Multiply number with number, root with root. So minus 2 multiply 3 and root 3 multiply root 18. So it gives you minus 6 and root you can multiply inside. Because if you have root of A times root of B, you can write it as A times B. Okay?
Okay.
Anything else you feel you need more things? I think you know also this one. These are like terms, both are with root 2. So you can write root 2 and 2 minus 7. That gives you minus 5 root 2. Here also, important is the term should be same, the variable term. Now here it's 20, but here you have root 5, the radical. So it means you have to convert this into root 5. So how you can write 20? 4 times 5. You can write 20. You can write 2 times 2 times 5. So when it comes root of 20, it's root of, or you can say 2 power 2 times 5. 2 power 2 times 5. So it gives you 2 root 5. So your question, root 20 plus 3 root 5 becomes 2 root 5 plus 3 root 5. Gives you 5 root 5. Remember we did this question similar to this in the class. Like we did it for I think root of 500 plus root 5, something like that. So root of 500 you can write it as 10 root 5. I remember we did something like this in class. This is simplification. Okay, this thing. Do you remember this? Anyone remember this question?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's solve this. Tell me the first step. The first step is to move this -2 on the right side. So this gives you cube root of, let me use a little bit. Cube root of 4x plus 5 equal. We did this kind of questions in class. -5 and -2 when it moves to other side gives you +2. So you have cube root of 4x plus 5 equal -3. Now cube root means power 1/3. Now I want to cancel this power. So what I will do, I will take
All
power.
power 3.
Correct. We take all power 3. So what happened here? This 3 and 3 cancel. See, this is how this question and this question is different. Here root means it's 2. So here you will be taking power 2. Okay. So this gives you 4x plus 5 equal -3 when you multiply 3 times. It gives you -27. Now again, take this +5 to the other side. This gives you 4x equal -27 minus 5. So -27 minus 5 gives you -32. As you need x,
All over
what you
4.
will, good. So you will divide all by 4. Cancelling this, giving you x equal minus
8.
8 4s are 32. Okay. So definitely you will have one question like this in the exam. As I said, like it's common. Like you will have one question on each exercise. One for radical, one for rationalization. Okay. One is based on exponent. And other questions you have idea from the quiz. It's the same thing. I think I covered everything.
Miss,
From here,
you can review rationalization 2 term.
rationalization to term. Okay, let me see. You mean anyone from this?
B, maybe.
Okay. So let's do B. So first thing that we have to do is find the conjugate. In conjugate, just change the sign of denominator. Sorry. Root x plus root 8. Okay? Then
Okay.
write your question. Root x plus root 8 divide root x. Root x minus root 8. Multiply and divide by conjugate this thing. Root x plus root 8, root x plus root 8. Same. Always put brackets. Then multiply. So down you see this is A, this is B. This is A, this is B. Here with minus, here with plus. So we will use the rule A square minus B square. This is for the denominator. So let's keep the numerator same.
All time we will use minus.
Yes, all time. In rationalization, every time you have to use this. Always this term power 2 minus power 2. Okay, always. So this is root x, root 8. Okay, I'm doing only the denominator first. So this gives you root x plus root 8, root x plus root 8, and down. What you get? This power 2 cancels with root. Power 2 cancels with root. Gives you x minus 8. Okay. So now denominator is radical free. You don't have it. So now in exam, stop here. But if you get the time later on, simplify. You see these two same. So you can either write like this. Okay, because same time. But if you get time, like you finish solving all the questions and you have time, what you do? Multiply them. How you multiply polynomials? Do that. Okay? But if you don't have time, stop here. No worries. So if you multiply, what will happen? You get root x multiply root x plus root x multiply root 8. Means you should know what you are getting. Plus root 8 root 8. And this all divided by x minus 8. Now if you see root x, this term. This gives you root x power 2, which is nothing but x. Same, this term. Root 8 power 2, that is 8. Okay? And here, for this term, okay, let me write this. So you can write x plus this, as I said before, root x root 8. You can write it as root of x into 8 or root of 8x. It's same. Okay? Or you can keep it same. But you see this term and this term is same. Okay? Don't do this because you may get confused. So x, these two terms are same. So you will write 2 times
Power 2.
root x. Not power 2 because it's plus. Because of plus, you write 2 times. Because see, if you have x plus x, you write 2x. But if you have x multiply x, you write x power 2. That's the difference. Okay?
Okay.
So here you have plus. Then plus 8 over x minus 8. So this will be the answer. Again, I am saying this, come to this step if you have time left. Otherwise, first complete until here and go and finish other questions. Okay? And then only once you finish all the questions, you have checked your answer, come back and do these things. Okay? Because you're not going to lose many marks for that. Or maybe you will get full marks even if you write like this. But even if you lose, maybe you lose 0.25 or maximum 0.5 for simplification. Okay?
Okay, clear.
Clear? Okay. So you can do even C. I just want to explain something. Like if you have 2 root x minus 5 root 2. And you have to multiply with this. How you will multiply? Want to know the answer?
Power 2.
Power 2. Can I write it as like power 2 of a term and power 2 of second term?
Multiply.
See, it's A minus B. A plus B. Can I use A square minus B square? See, remember this rule. This is very important. A square minus B square is A minus B, A plus B. You are using it at most of the places. See, 2 root x, 2 root x. 5 root 2, 5 root 2. What is the difference? It's minus, it's plus. Okay, so yes, you can use this rule. Same like what you did here. Root x, root x. Root 8, root 8. The difference is of minus. So what you did? Root x power 2, root 8 power 2. Same thing. So what you will get? 2 root x power 2 and 5 root 2 power 2. Okay, how I will simplify it? Can anyone tell me the value? This is the last thing from me. No one? Difficult? Okay. If I ask you what is 3x power 2, what is the answer?
9x power 2.
9x power 2. Correct. How you get it? You take this 2 with x and you take this 2 with 3. Correct? Same thing you have to do here. Take this 2 with root x
4x.
and take...
It
Yes,
will be 4x minus
correct.
25. 2.
Correct. Exactly. The same thing. So you did the same thing. 2 power 2 and root x power 2 minus 5 power 2 root 2 power 2. 2 power 2 is 4. Root x power 2 is x. 5 power 2 is 25. Root 2 power 2 is 2. So it is 4x minus 50. See, the rule of exponent is the same. But I changed it to like instead of only numbers, number and radical. So understand the concept. Okay. So that's it from my side. If you have anything else, please let me know. I think chapter 1 is okay with all of you. Let me go quickly to chapter 1. Okay, in exponents, I think you'll remember these things. In chapter 1, don't forget the number system, counting number or natural number 1, 2, 3, 4. You add 0, it becomes whole number. Negative number, integers. Okay. Number with point, rational numbers. Okay. Rational numbers are repeating and terminating. Irrational number like pi, root 5, non-repeating, non-terminating. Okay. What else you studied there? Okay, this was the graph you studied. I hope you remember these kind of things we did. Just quickly revise this thing, okay? Because this is the main thing that you can get from 1.1. Moving to 1.2, remember the name of the properties. Commutative. What commutative property do? It will change the position. It is true only for plus and multiply. Okay, like -1 plus 3 is 3 plus -1. 4 into 9 is 9 into 4. Associative, 3 numbers. It changed the position of bracket. Again, it is for plus and multiply, not for anything else. So what I suggest you to do is open your, like, once you finish everything from the notebook that we did in the class, open this book and see the solved examples. Distributive property. A multiply B plus C. So A multiply B, A multiply C. I think now you will remember distributive because you are using it even in polynomial. Identity. Remember, identity of addition is always 0 and identity for multiplication is always 1. Then we talk about inverse. Inverse for addition. What you do? You change the sign. Inverse for multiplication, change the position. Okay, if I have this, quickly, tell me. Addition, identity, and inverse. And for multiplication, identity, and inverse. Yes, tell me, for 13. Huh? For 13, what is additive identity? Means what you add to 13, that you get 13? 0. So identity is 0. Identity is 0. Inverse for addition, -13. You forget. Come on, you have exam on Wednesday, Thursday. You don't remember these things. Identity. We studied about identity for addition and for multiplication. We studied about inverse for addition and for multiplication. When we talk about identity, identity means a number that you add to A. So you get A. For multiplication, a number which you multiply to A, you get A. So identity is always 0 for addition, 1 for multiplication. Remember something? For inverse, A means what you do for A means you add something to A so that you get 0. And here A, you multiply something to A so you get 1. So here it is, change sign, change position. Remember, we did these things. So for 13, identity. for addition and multiplication. Inverse for addition and multiply. Yes, if your number is 13, what is it? What you add to 13 so you get 13?
0.
What you multiply in 13 so you get 13?
1.
1.
Okay, inverse. What is the inverse for 13 for addition?
Minus 13.
Minus 13. Very good. And for multiplication? One over 13. See, here,
16.
change sign for inverse, and here, change position. Let's do one more. Minus 5 over 8. What I add to minus 5 over 8, so I get minus 5 over 8? Identity for addition.
0.
0. Identity for multiplication. 1.
1.
Inverse for addition.
Plus.
Correct. Change the sign, minus to plus. And inverse for multiplication. You flip. Remember? Flip the numbers. 8 over 5. And don't change the sign. I forget these things. See, it's here. That's what I'm saying. After you finish what you have written from the class notes, open this book and read each and every question. Okay, properties for 0. 0 multiply any number is 0. 0 divide any number is 0. But a number divided by 0 is not defined. Like minus 25 multiply 0, 0. 0 divide 10, 0. 32 divide 0, not defined. Okay, these are the properties. And then I think you can do all these things. Okay. Can you tell me answer for 37? 48 multiply 0? No one? I think I should stop because it's too much. It's already 5:30. And I think your stamina is over. Huh? See,
No,
0
no, it's
multiply.
okay.
See, I understand. 0 multiply any number, 0. 0 divide any number, 0. 0 divide any number, 0. This divide number is undefined. Or you can write infinity. 3 divide 0, undefined. It doesn't matter what it is undefined. Okay, or you can say this. Okay, if I give you minus 2 multiply 0, how much it is? Yes?
0.
0. If I say 0 plus 10, how much it is?
10.
10. Good. 0 minus 3.2.
3
Yes.
point.
3.2
Minus
with
3.2.
minus 3.2. Okay. Okay, that's all that I wanted to explain. Now, if you have something, tell me. I think fractions, you know, ratio, I think we covered everything. You can multiply, right? When you multiply numerator, denominator. Always simplify to the lowest form, okay? Cancel whatever you can cancel. And as I was saying, first simplify, cancel, and then multiply. That will be easier for you. I don't think so you will face any problem here. And please practice this addition, multiplication with same denominator, different denominators. Okay. Do you remember LCD? Can you tell me LCD of 12 and 18? How we find it? I spent time in explaining this. LCD of 12 and 18. How do we do that? Say 5 over 12, 7 over 18. Yes? Least common denominator. 12, how you can write? 4 times 3. You can further write it as 2 times 2 times 3. 18, how you can write? 9 times 2. You can further write it as 2 times 3 times 3. What is common? 2 and 3. Right? So least common denominator is, sorry, 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. 4 times 9, 36. I don't know if you remember this or not. Okay. See this thing. So if you read the book, once you do the questions from the book, you will be easily able to recall everything. Don't do many things, just like you saw, solve the solved questions. Examples with solutions. So look at the question, try to answer yourself and check your answer here. Okay? Don't do difficult things. Here also try to find the ratio here and then check your answer. Don't forget how you convert to percentage, because in class, I remember in quiz, student forget how to convert into percentage. You want to convert into percentage means multiply by 100. You want fraction, divide by 100. Okay? Okay, that's it. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay. Still 8 students are there. Good.
No.
Okay. All the very best for your exam. Prepare well and trust yourself that you know the things. Okay? Don't get panic. When you see the question, if you know it 100%, do it. If you don't know it, if you know which rule you have to use, write the rule. Move to the next question. Okay? Don't waste time in thinking, because first you do the questions that you know your best. Okay? Okay then. Have a nice evening.
Okay.
All the best.